Hello! So if you managed to stick with me all the way through for the last one, episode 2, then you'll be able to carry on with this one with episode 3. So this is what you should have so far. Same thing kind of both sides. I mean, most of this cathedral is pretty symmetrical, so if I do something on one side, chances are I'll have to do it on the other. So what we can do is we can kind of start doing some of the decor on this side. Okay, so we're going to start off with around the edge of this doorway here. Okay, so actually no, we won't. We'll do the bottom of these pillars because there's not much to do. These little bases, all you're going to want to do is just raise these up so that they are 2 blocks high instead of 1. It's just so they're just a little bit deeper, but you're going to need to do this so that you can get this next bit right. Okay, so if I just quickly do this, and you're going to want it on all of the pillars, so all the way around. Oh, okay, like so. Okay, so then what you want here, because this is a doorway, there's going to be like a little slope up. So what you want is like a lip there, and then what you want is want to get some half slabs, just because we're going to make it like a shallower slope as you can get. Now you might be using the half slabs already because you don't have access to the double blocks, but there we go. Okay, so there's just kind of slight slope in, and now what we're going to do is we're going to make this a bit more fancy, put a bit of depth to it, because at the moment it just looks like wood in a load of cobblestone. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of build up around the archway here, and we're going to basically just follow the path that we've already got and just go around the top here and back down again the other side. Oh. Like so. So there's the first bit. Now that's fair enough, just one archway, but it's not that grand. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring a second arch right up to the top there. So if I remember right with the workings, what you've got is you've got the first kind of vertical section here, and then on the second one you want to make, what I'm going to be counting is up this outside edge here. So we're going 1, 2, 3 high, and then we're going 1, 2, 3 high again on this side, and then we're going 1, 2, 3 high, 1, 2, 3 high, and then if you've done it right you should meet up nicely with the top of the wall there. Okay, so this top one you're not actually joining like this, you're leaving the kind of corner blocks out. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 again, same down the other side, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, like so. So there you go, you've got kind of a nice kind of gothic-y sort of point there now. Now all you got to do is just bring it out to a depth that's 2 blocks. Okay, so we're just coming out by another block here. I'll just go up one side and then come back down again. And what you can do while you're filling this in actually is you want to get some sandstone blocks, and you just basically painting over this back wall in here with this sandstone here, so it just adds a bit of extra colour just in there. Okay, just to fill the gap, only by 1 block, so you've still got the depth around it. Let me just do this. Oh, there we go. Oh. There we go. Okay, so there's that bit done already. So there's a nice kind of archway there. Now the next bit of the detailing comes on this back wall again, but you've just got these blocks, these stone slab double blocks, all the way across the top line there. Now they're along the same row as the top of the wall, so they're just like a finishing that kind of sticks out the edge by one. Okay, now back to the sandstone. We're going to put like the theme. There's a very kind of inherent theme with this, with these, and I'll show you what these are. They're these kind of like diamondy type, circle-y type things that are quite frequent around the cathedral. So what you're doing there is you're just putting like one of these diamonds in. Now you might want to replace that one there if you want, just so that you can see it a bit better, but entirely up to you. Now the right hand block needs to be kind of flush in line with the pillar, and the inner block is part of that top section of the archway there. So then same again on the other side, just because we're mirroring it over to the left, flush with the pillar, and then right in with the arch. Okay, so there's that. Then next is you want to get these double slabs again, and just like you've done at the top here, just shut off the bottom of these diamonds, just so that it's another line running around the edge there, like so. Okay, and then what you need to do is that's that wall pretty much done there. Okay, so we'll start going on to sort of decorating the pillars now. Now these will be pretty much the same, but what we've got is I'll show you. You want to gradually come down in a slope. So it's like steps down. If you imagine this kind of the lower section of the lip, it kind of steps down a block each time until you reach the front of the pillar here. Okay. Now you fill in the gaps underneath, so it's not just kind of free floating, but it's a solid kind of line all the way up. Okay, like so. So then you just do it exactly the same on the other side. Like so. So it marries up with the wall there. Okay, and then again you just follow that across like so. Now we're going to do that on the other two pillars as well, but what I'll do is I'll get that done, and then we'll come back to that. I'll do that in my own time, and then I'll show you at the end of the video. Now what we can do is we can now top off these pillars as well. So we're going to do like a little pillar topper. Pillar topper? I don't even know if that even makes any sense. But what you want to do is you want to come one wider. If you imagine the pillar was a square, you want to just come one block wider all the way around, like so. Now you can make this completely solid if you want, or you can do it hollow or whatever, it's up to you. But if you make like a flat base top to that, one square wider all the way around, and then we're going to come up by 2 like so, and then again on the top here just by another 2 like so. So it kind of brings it up into kind of a point, and then you've got the same thing on the back here. Just going to quickly do this. Before it gets dark. So there we go. Then you just do that exact same thing on the top of all the pillars, like so. Now what I'm going to quickly do is grab some torches and show you how I lit up this archway on my cathedral. So what I did was, in these kind of diamond circle bits. I just plonked a torch right in the middle there of each of those, and then on this archway I just put torches all the way around, like so, and that lit up that archway there and that kind of section quite nicely. I realise now that looks a bit like a face, but I never realised that before. So what you want to do is you want to copy this over to the other side. You want to put these little pillar decorations on all 6 of the pillars. Is it all 6? I think it's all 6. And then what you can do as well is you can do, if I'm going to show you here, is another one of these sandstone diamonds in this gap here, which fits quite nicely. So this is the theme I was telling you about, runs all the way around. Okay, now what goes in here is, in this kind of archway, is kind of like what would have been like for a statue or something, but we could never make anything small enough to even replicate a statue. So we're going to make like a little alcove, okay? Now the dimensions for this, you just have like one at the top, then you have 2 blocks down, and then you come down by, I think it's 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And like so there you can see a kind of alcove in there. Now put a little platform ledge on the front there. Put a couple of little beam supports underneath. There you go, and that's ready to go. I'm just going to plonk a couple of torches in there just to light it up nicely. And that's pretty much that side done, obviously apart from those pillar decorations and the tops of the pillars. So I'm going to quickly do that now, and then I'll come back to you, and then that will be the end for this episode. So I'll be back in a second and show you what it looks like when it's all done. And what you should be left with is this. So that's the completed kind of side front panel we've got there for the sort of bottom level. You've got all 3 toppers on there. You've got the decoration on the actual face of the wall, and then we've got 2 of the pillars there with the pillar trims on as well. Now you only want the outer 2 pillars here, either side of the door, to have those trims on. Don't bother putting it on the one on the inside because that won't go there. Just on 2 outer ones, as you can see that I've done here. Now what you need to do is just copy that straight over to the other side. So when you've got both sides done, it should look something like this. I've placed a few torches around just to kind of light it up, give it a bit more effect. So that's that bit done. But for now, what we'll do is I'll leave it here. Episode 4 we'll start working on the front doorway, the big main kind of arch entrance way into the cathedral. So stay tuned, and I'll see you then.